Hello everyone, welcome back to Array Blog once again. So today we are going to learn how to merge, join and concatenate data frame in a Pandas. These operations are essential when you want to combine multiple dataset for analysis efficiently, right? So the question is why. Let me write this. So question is why, right? So first is like data often comes in a multiple files, could be in a multiple files, right? Second, and it's like by combining into one file, it would be easier to analyze the data, right? Analyze the data set, right? Rather than going just imagine, rather than going to multiple file one by one, you can analyze all your data set in a single file. Right now the third thing is it is very similar to SQL join operation, right? So let's what we do, we'll switch to the VS Code, our code editor, and we'll see how uh, we can perform these operation, right? So let's switch to the VS Code. So I'll create a file first here that's a joining.py, right? Now I'll import pandas as a PD. Now I have a two data set. I'll just copy paste it rather than typing everything. So yeah, so this is the first data set. Let me delete this. Yeah, now this is the first data set. Now the second data frame, that is we are going to get here. Yeah, this is our df1 and df2. This is our data set, and what you're going to do, we will first print this. So we'll say print df1, and then we'll say yeah, so that is df1, and we'll say backslash n, right? And then we can say df1, right? And let me copy this. See, and this is going to be a df2. So let's run it. Python, and we'll say joining.py. So we got our df1, right? Right down here, could be here, and let me remove this. Let me run it again, and we'll see. So we got the df1, that's the employee ID and name, right? Employee ID and name, that is the column. And in a df, and we have written df1. Okay, that's okay. With that is df2, that is employee ID and salary, right? In a first data frame, we got the employee ID and name, and in the second one we got the employee ID and salary. Now what we are going to do, we are going to merge, right? So we'll say merge underscore df equals to, that is df dot merge, right? And we'll pass the first df1 and df2, the second data set, and we'll say on, we'll say employee ID, right? We are going to joining this by employee ID. Let me copy this. See, employee ID, and we'll say how that we can say like how we want to join. So we can say inner, right? We are going to say join this based on the inner join, right? And we write it here wrong here, so it is going to be pd.merge, right? Let me clear this, and what we'll do, we'll print the merge pdf. So we'll say print, and we'll say merge data set, and this is going to be merge df, right? Now we'll run this. Yeah, very good. So we got the, we are joining this via employee ID, right? And we get the right? And we did something wrong here, I think. Yeah. So the merge df, right? And we'll say pd dot merge. We say df1 and df2 on employee id. We are going to combine this by employee id, and how we are going to combine inner, right? And we'll say print merge dataset, that is a merge df, right? Only common employee ID will appear here. So common employee would appear basically, that is 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 we are combining here, right? And we get the values like 2. The 2 is Bob and 3 is, that is Charlie. So we get this, and then name and salary we got here. So it's a merge data set. First one is employee ID, that is 2 and 3. Name is, that is Bob and Charlie. And salary is, we get 60,000 and 55,000, right? That's how you do inner joining. You similarly, we can do the outer joining, right? Let me just copy this and we'll paste this, right? So let me clear this and run in this. So we got the outer joining, right? Bob, Charlie, and then this, right? The result will be same. Now the next thing is we are going to learn, that is the concatenating data frames, right? So what we'll do, we'll will concatenate this. So we'll say concat df equals to pd dot concat, yeah, and we are going to pass the data frame, that is df1 and df2, that is our data set, and we are going to say ignore underscore index equals to true. So it is going to ignore the indexing, and we'll say sort equals to false, right? False, right? Now we'll print this. So we'll say print concat df, right? So concat basically stack data vertically, or this concatenate basically it stack your data vertical or horizontally, right? And then ignore index, it basically you can set true to reset your row number, right? If you true, if you we have assigned here true, so it will reset our row numbers, right? And let me run this and we'll see what we get it here. See, so we got the employee ID, right? That is a name and salary. We get this Alice, Bob, and Charlie. Salary said 999, right? And we get this like 234, that is 99, and then salary, because in the second row, in the second data set, we don't have the name, right? We have only salary, so we get the salary here. And in the first data set, we don't have a salary, so we got the nan, and we have name, so we get the name, right? And we have combined this all. That's how concatenate. So the question is when to use merge or when to use concatenate. So you use merge when you combine on a key or a column, similar to SQL join, right? And it basically preserve the relationships. And whenever you want to stack your data frame, or whenever you want to add row or column, no key matching required. So that's where you are going to use a concatenate in a pandas, right? That's how you can choose when to use merge and when to use concatenate. And that's it for the merging and joining, concatenating data frame, right? Now you can combine data set efficiently in pandas, right? We have seen this, like how we can merge it, how we can combine it, how we can concatenate it, right? So if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you into the next one. In the next video, we're going to see sorting and filtering, right? So stick with me, we are going to see into the next video, right? So thank you.